A young girl is at home in her house, in an apartment right off the street. While the girl is holding the phone to film in the house, but she heard voices outside the street. People keep calling out, "Is there anyone who can help?" She ran out the window and looked out the side of the road. The girl looked out the window and saw. There's a lot of neighbors in that building. All heard strange voices through the windows. In that house, an apartment right next to our house. Everyone quickly called the police. But when the police arrive, they run up to that house. The police officer on the window called down, "Ask everyone below that, who has the rosary?" Beads that are often used in a ritual. The police then called a noon to help. I'm Lisa YouTube. Everything that's happened in that house, it's because of an exorcism going on in there. The police found out that there were two girls. I'm having fun with a whiteboard. Then soon the girls come alive. And then it starts giving out a black liquid. The neighbors said that those two girls, it's being possessed by some kind of dark entity. Forever after that, the police and everyone can help those two girls until the middle of the night. The new strange voice fades and is no longer heard. So you think, did those two girls call about some dark entity? Or not, if your neighbor's like that? Are you running to help or not? Some of the neighbors in a small street. At night that day, people who are around next to an abandoned house called the police, then complained that just hear the screams inside that abandoned house, that the sky was at night. The police then drove to the scene of that abandoned house. He crept slowly and gently, silently walk into that abandoned house. Then everything turns into a very benign turn. He was looking inside the house when a door opened. A voice came out telling him to go away. Then the door slammed. He opened that door and looked around and saw nothing. Hear the noise. He turned to look up. Looking down, he saw a pair of pale legs standing inside a door. It's right next to that room. He thought it might be a ghost. With that, he quickly returned to the base. Right in the night, the police said that house locked its doors for years. Even the wanderers can't get in. Be in that house. Do you think the door is self-closing? Then the noise and the feet just stood still. There's the ghost. Or what could it be, in an abandoned house like that? Do you think it's a ghost? A police officer that night. It was 11 o'clock at night. He's walking through a cemetery of a small village because he can. People near the cemetery called to tell him that everyone heard the sound of frolicking inside that cemetery, but it's too late. He goes to the cemetery and walk around the tombs in it. And then he heard the pinch singing. It comes from inside a nearby tomb. He walks slowly closer to that tomb. Then everything turns into a completely benign turn.
Hey, kid! Kid! I don't know where he went. This kid running from me. Kid! Holy God. Where went?
That friend still walks silently in the dark. The police saw it and warned that young friend, but she kept walking quietly, never came back near the tree. The police just turned to the car. I turned around and couldn't see it. The police ran. I see you running behind a wall. Mausoleum. The police officer ran and called around. But I don't see anything there anymore. So you think, at the cemetery at such a late night. The police think this is one. The realization of a kind of mystical entity. What do you think is going on here? A police officer is on patrol on highway somewhere in the United States. I found it in the front. There's another car. It's the same afternoon, but with speed over speed allowed. On that road, the police then asked the car to stop to conduct the test until that car comes to a stop on the side of the road. The police got out of the car, go to that car and ask for the paperwork. Then everything becomes completely healed.
Hey, how's it going?
I was speeding, wasn't I?
Yeah, you completely blew past that stop sign in front of me.
I did. I'm so sorry. I literally didn't even see it.
No
This
worries.
is my first time being pulled over.
Alright, can I see your driver's license registration, please?
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
Here's my license, but this is my mom's car, so
Where are you headed to where you're speeding and missing stop signs?
I was just headed to a friend's house. It's like literally right there. It's a
Okay,
birthday party.
got it.
Not mine, but
Any drugs or alcohol in the vehicle?
no. Of course no.
Alright, sit tight, sir. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Your registration is What the?
Sarah?
What the hell? Sarah? 3201 to dispatch.
The police came near that car. That woman kept apologizing for not knowing and said that it was the first time she was speeding like that. She handed me the car papers and checked everything. But in the blink of an eye, when the police turned to the right to look behind that car, that woman didn't see it anywhere. The police called and looked around inside the car. There's no AI in there. There's no hiding. There's no AI in the car. It seems that that woman has just... It simply disappears into another dimension. I don't know why it happened. Some people think that it could be an apparition, the incarnation of a soul. Can you leave your comment below? It's a man, worked at a small town security agency, but at night that day around 12 o'clock at night, he's on patrol. On a small trail, he saw a car parked on the side of the road. I can't see moving forever. There's no car parked there every day. He suspects that maybe there's something wrong with that car. Need help. Then he stopped the car. When you get close to that car, this happens.
Somebody's in the car. I swear to God, I saw somebody in the car.
Did you see the police officer open the door? Go closer to that car. Then you can see a pale hand. It's clinging to the glass doors inside the car, but he's getting close. When I open the door, the car is completely empty. There's no AI in the car. So you think, is there something still in the car? Without finding a way back home, or what do you think that might be?